Hello and welcome to One Man's Collection. Today I'm looking at the Formula One car collection issue number 61. This is the Stirling Moss driven Cooper T51 from 1959. Now I am going to show off a second model of this that I have as a collectible, but we'll take a quick compare. 143 scale diecast car, going to put that aside, have a look at those in a moment. We'll go through the magazine like I normally do. Very briefly, if you do want to read the articles, you will need to pause the video. So this one is the season is the 1959. Technical focus is on the Cooper T51. The team focus is obviously on the Cooper car. Circuit in this particular issue is the Prince George Circuit at East London. Hosted 3 top flight races in the 1960s. Never heard of it, but okay. And the story of F1 is the 2010 season. First title for Vettel, Red Bull's brilliant young German driver. Yep. All right, King without a crown. Stirling Moss was undoubtedly the best driver, never to win the Drivers' World Championship. In 1959, he finished third, having raced a Rob Walker Cooper and a BRP BRM. The title went to the Australian Jack Brabham and the Works Cooper team. Very famous name, though, in Formula One, Stirling Moss. It's got there in the pole position. Pole position for Moss in Monaco, the front row of Monaco Grand Prix, are the Coopers of Stirling Moss, whose car is hidden by the crowd, in pole position, and Jack Brabham, number 24. Between them is the Ferrari of Jean Behra, 46, who recorded the second best time in qualifying. The race was effectively a one-man show for Moss until he was halted by technical problems, less than 20 laps, total of 100 from the finish line. For Moss, it was the first disappointment in the season that once again would fail to live up to expectations. Stirling Moss wore a white Herbert Johnson helmet with a chin strap and leather ear flaps, also in white, throughout the 59 season. It's amazing the gear that they actually wore back in those days, and or the safety or not. Wow. Wolfgang von Trips in Monaco with the Porsche 718. The German was forced to retire following a collision on the first lap between his car, the Ferrari of Cliff Allison, and the Lotus Climax of Bruce Halford. Okay. That's the 59 season. American Harry Schell in the BRM, number 16. Chassis. Tony Brooks in the Ferrari during the 59 Monaco Grand Prix. That's the pictures there. On the eve of the 1959 season, Ferrari made the surprise announcement that they were hiring English ace Tony Brooks and that he would partner Frenchman Jean Behra I'm not sure I pronounced his name right, in the role of team leader. Brooks had just married an Italian woman, and that's why he chose to race for the Maranello squad. After Behra's relationship with Ferrari came to an abrupt end after the French Grand Prix, Brooks became the undisputed team number 1 and remained in contention for the title until the very last race. All right, technical focus on the Cooper T51, a simple single-seater. Despite going down in history as a revolutionary car because of its rear engine, the Cooper T51 was actually quite a traditional racer with little on it that could go wrong. Maurice Trintignant, some names, hey, is seen here behind the wheel of the T51 managed by Scuderia Serenissima, derived from Cooper's F3 and F2 cars. The car's strong points were its balance, weight, and smaller size. Let's have a look inside here. So rear longitudinal 4-cylinder inline Coventry Climax, 2.495, so just under 2.5 litre. 220 brake horsepower, 6,700 RPM. It's got disc brakes on all wheels, yep, and a rack and pinion steering. We are talking the 1950s. The team, Cooper Car Company. Silent Revolution. The invincible rear-engine Coopers were designed out of a necessity to produce inexpensive and reliable race cars. The partnership with Jack Brabham would prove decisive for the fortunes of the Surrey-based squad. John Cooper, pictured here, at the top here, with Swiss driver Joe Siffert, was founder of the Cooper Car Company, along with his father Charles. Under his direction, the team won 14 of their 16 World Championship Grand Prix races between 58 and 67. After losing his ties with the top flight at the end of 64, he concentrated on development of the BMC Mini rally car. The Mini Cooper would soon become the benchmark car of its class. Yes. Alright, the circuit, this one is the Prince George Circuit, East London. Never heard about it, but okay. This is well before my time. The Prince George Circuit in East London was an initial home of South African Grand Prix. The race first entered the World Championship in 1962, and the permanent track laid out 3 years previously using parts of a 24-kilometre street circuit that had been used since the 1930s. Between 36 and 39, the race was held in a shorter track, again using bits of the original. Final layer of the circuit, extended by some 3,925 metres, featured a variety of corners, mostly right-hand, or right-handers, that were fast and challenging. The most demanding corner was turn 1, called Potter's Pass. So it is in South Africa, East London. Is it? Located in the outskirts of East London, South Africa. It was now Eastern Cape Province. There you go. So there's a London down there. I didn't even actually know that. But there you go. All right, 2010 season, young Sebastian to the fore. Without topping the leaderboard for any previous points in the season, Vettel took his first title, thereby beating his Red Bull teammate Mark Webber and the Ferrari of Fernando Alonso, who suffered from a strategically wrong call in the deciding race. They did. They were all very close to each other. All right. I'm not going to go further. Oh, the big comeback of Michael Schumacher. We're actually aware of that if you're into Formula One. Next, though, we've got the Sebastian Vettel 2017 Ferrari coming up in part 62, followed by the Lotus 72 by, is it Jochen or Jochen Rind? Gonna have fun with the names in that issue. All right, let's take a look at the cars. Now I'm going to take a quick look at this particular vehicle. So this is the Cooper T51 that they actually issue in this particular version. We do have a wooden steering wheel. Actually have the gauges in there, so we've got a better light. It might be too bright. There we go. Now I can't get it to focus. So you do have gauges sitting up inside. There is not much to this model, to be honest. Is that the exhaust pipe coming out the side there? Oh, and underneath. Whoa. Hang on, I can't hold that. But not a lot to it. We do have Cooper Climax. It actually comes up as T51 or 2? Oh yeah, 1. Just thought the way it was written. Great car. Very detail on the front. But I want to compare it with a Biante model that I was able to pick up of the same car. This is a Cooper T51 1959 Portuguese Grand Prix winner. Now this one actually has, I still have my case, it has a wooden base. Probably take that off. So the same car, but this one has the engine displayed, and I've got just a little bit of sticky blue tack there but you can take that off and put the engine cover on. Well, you can, but I'm not going to jam that in because I don't want to muck it up, because I do display this with that sitting just off to the side. I'm going to have trouble working out where it was there. So details pretty similar. It's a little bit different in the inside. Obviously we've got the engine on this, but everything else seems about the same. This particular one that comes with the magazine has a wooden steering wheel. This one has the black. I don't know if that's because they changed something or not. But yeah, driver Stirling Moss. Even have his signature there. So I figure this is an apt time to display this because it is the same car. Put that one back away, put tape underneath. Keep the dust off that. I'm going to put this on the turntable, the magazine one, and thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with issue 62 next week. Cheers. Bye.